Daf Yomi tractate Bava Batra, page 101b, Kuf Aleph Omud Beis, with the words Kavuas Chamoirim Hi. This is like the burial of donkeys, and it is disrespectful. That doesn't make sense here. I mean, doesn't Rabbi Yochanan say with regard to the burial? They were asking that Rabbi Yochanan says that burial of people in a vertical position is like the burial of donkeys. I don't get that one. How does that jive with Rabbi Meir being buried upright? At least that's what they said. They said it's like disrespectful. The Gemara answers, according to the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan, each of these two niches is formed in a different corner of the chamber, aligned diagonally away from the chamber's cavity. The Gemara challenges, I don't see how it makes sense. The Gemara answers, according to the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan, each of the two niches is formed in a different corner. So it's diagonal, so it's not exactly upright. I got you, okay. If upright is not great, I don't see why diagonally is that much better. Is it so much better to go be buried diagonally and to be buried upright? It's splitting hairs, but whatever. Hunagi kuchin hadodi. The Gemara challenges, but if so, won't the niches be located around the corners touch one another? According to Rabbi Yochanan's suggestion, there are in fact three niches located on the two back corners. One is recessed into the wall of the length of the chamber at right angles to it. Another is recessed into the back wall of the chamber, also at right angles to it, and a third that extends diagonally away from the chamber. The ends of these three niches will overlap, causing there to be too little space in them to fulfill the minimum required measurement. Amar Ravashi b'mamik di lo tema hachi arba ma'oris labishimoy nechid avelahu hakanegi kuchin hadodi ela b'mamik or hanami b'mamik. Which means, Ravashi said, it is possible to do this where, when constructing the niches that extend diagonally away from the chamber, one deepens them, meaning forms them lower down in the wall than the niches adjacent to them, as if you do not say that this is a solution, then how could the four chambers depicted by Rabbi Shimon be constructed? Won't the niches touch one another? The niches of one chamber will overlap those of the chamber adjacent to it. Rather, it is possible arrange the niches only where, when constructing the niches of two chambers at opposite ends of the courtyard, one deepens them. In other words, forms them lower down on the wall than the niches of the other two chambers that are adjacent to them. Here too, it is a case in which one deepens them. Rav Huna bered Rav Yehoshua amar al b'mores Rabbi Shimon David lohu ki charusa. Rav Huna, the son of Yehoshua, said that there is an alternative explanation. It is possible to fashion the four chambers depicted by Rabbi Shimon, where one constructs them so that all the niches extend diagonally away from the cavity of the chamber, like the leaves of a palm branch, which have spread out from its spine. If formed in this way, the niches of adjacent chambers will not overlap, even if they are the same depth in the ground. V'ha Rav Huna bered Rav Yehoshua berusahi mechdi. Kol amasa b'ribua amasa utre chumse b'alachsona. Kama havilehu chatzre v'chumsha kuchin kama havu temanaya b'chatzore v'chumsha hechi meshkachas la ela ha'da Rav Huna bered Rav Yehoshua berusahi. The Gemara notes, and this statement from Huna, the son of Yehoshua, is in error, because it is not possible to form all the niches in this way, since the length of the diagonal of every square whose side is 1 cubit is 1 2/5 cubits. Each chamber is 8 cubits long, which means that between two adjacent chambers placed at right angles to each other, there is a square area of 8 cubits by 8 cubits into which the niches of those two chambers must be formed. How much is the diagonal of that area? 11 1/5 cubits. How many niches have to fit in that space? 8. How can you find that 8 niches can possibly fit into 11 1/5 cubits? Each of the niches is a cubit wide, and there must be a cubit wall of bedrock between each niche. To accommodate this once would need an area of at least 15 cubits. Rather, this statement of Rabbi Yehuda, the son of Rabbi Yehoshua, is an error. The Gemara provides an alternative solution to the problem of the niches at the corners overlapping. If you wish, say as Rabbi Shisha, son of Edi, said in answer to a similar question, is referring to non-viable newborns, like a naphil. Okay, so which require only very small burial niches. Similarly, here also the niches at the corners of the chambers were used for non-viable newborns. Tanan Hosam Hamoitzi Mes Mushkav Kedarko Not Loves Tufoso Shnaim Noitlon Ve'es Tafusoso. The Gemara considers another Mishnah that relates to the structure of a catacomb. We learned that a Mishnah there in Nazir 64b with regard to one who finds a corpse while inspecting a place that was not previously established as a cemetery to ensure that it is free of ritual impurity and the corpse is lying in the usual manner of Jewish burial. He removes it from there and also removes its surrounding earth. And similarly, if he finds two corpses buried in the usual manner, he removes them and their surrounding earth. Since only 1 or 2 corpses were found, it may be assumed that the area is not a cemetery. Therefore, the corpses may be removed.